Welcome back. Caitlyn joining me at the desk. And if you're a fan of rain, we have good news. If you're not a fan of rain, we have bad news because there's a lot of rain that we've gotten the last few days. However, there is some good news for the people that don't like rain coming up after today.
Yeah, you know, and those of you that do like the rain but are really wishing for some drier conditions, that good news goes for you as well. And cooler temperatures on the way. And it's really just this morning that we have to get through of this horrible rainy weekend. And I say, you know, we always need the rain, and I say horrible for the fact that we are dealing with some flooding around the area. You know, people's yards and basements are flooding again, so that's never fun to deal with. So we're going to focus on the bright side, and that is after today, we've got some drier conditions coming in. But before then, we got to get through it, and we've got a lot of rain already and more still falling. This is where the station is sitting at as of about 6:45 this morning. This is the running rain total for the weekend here at this station. Now, I know that these totals are going to vary depending on where you are. For example, areas like Janesville and Waseca, we're sitting over 4 inches of rain alone by yesterday morning. So it's going to be dependent on where you are. Some areas are going to be well over 5 to 6 inches at this point, depending on what happened over your area through this weekend. Here at the station, this is preliminary where we're sitting at. I will have more totals to share with you guys come another hour or so in the future. So again, be on the lookout for that. I'll have more totals from around southern Minnesota and even northern Iowa coming up shortly. But as of right now, here at the station, we're sitting just over 4 inches. Satellite radar imagery, this is actually the live Doppler radar of the last hour, showing that we have been dealing with some heavy rain. Anywhere you see the reds there on your screen, oranges, yellows indicate that heavy rainfall. Yellows to greens are a little bit more light or moderate rainfall, but as of right now, most of the area is sitting in that orange and red zone. Again, this is why we're dealing with the high totals that we are dealing with. Because of that and the rain that we've already gotten over the weekend and the rain we're still yet to see through this morning, we are still sitting under a flood watch until 7 o'clock this morning. Just a reminder, never drive through a flooded road. Remember the saying, turn around, don't drown. One, you never know how deep that water is. You never know how fast that water is moving, let alone you don't even know if that roadway is still even there, in the sense it could have been washed away. For most vehicles, it only takes about 1 foot of water to kind of pick up your vehicle and float you away. For larger vehicles, to include SUVs and pickup trucks, it's 2 feet of rushing water. So just because you have a larger vehicle, a lifted vehicle, or four-wheel or all-wheel drive does not mean that you are safe and exempt from being victim of flood-related conditions. So just make smart choices out there this morning. Most importantly, drive with your headlights on because it is very dull and gray start out there, except for when we see flashes of lightning across the area. This is the view of Bethany Lutheran College in Mankato. You're going to want to have that umbrella, but you don't really need that jacket as temperatures are in the upper 60s, low 70s, sitting at 72 here in Mankato. Winds are coming out of both the north and the southeast, which is very common when you have some moderate to heavy showers and thunderstorms out there. Wind speeds are ranging anywhere from calm conditions up to 10 miles an hour. Taking a look at the futurecast, going forward through this morning, rain showers will gradually dwindle down going into the late morning, early afternoon hours. From there, we'll see some afternoon sunshine return to the area with clear skies sticking around for a majority of the overnight hours. With that being said, the little bit of rain that we have on the way, we're still looking at anywhere from 1/10 of an inch up to 3/4 of an inch possible for areas between Mankato and Waseca. 85 for the high today, feeling more like the low 90s out there with the humidity we're expecting after this morning's rain showers. Overnight, areas of fog may develop as we drop to a low of 65 degrees by tomorrow morning, so be mindful of reduced visibility tomorrow morning as well as Wednesday morning and maybe even Thursday morning. With all this moisture out there, the next few nights could have areas of fog developing. Temperatures will be cooler after today with the low 80s returning tomorrow with sunshine and drier conditions through the remainder of the week. From there, this weekend and next week will be even cooler with temperatures in the low 70s as we see a nice mix of sunshine and cloud coverage. That's a look at